Mississippi. The Egg Bowl, a game that has a tendency to rip families apart during a time of year when most families come together to express Thanksgiving. But some aren't thankful for the sound of cowbells or screams of hotty toddy, which will make their presence known in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Rebels will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job.
Why is it so damn dark?
Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Mississippi State's offense will take the field first. They just about knocked the clangers out of those cowbells the last time they met as Mississippi State blew out Ole Miss.
And they beat the hail out of Ole Miss last year, and they haven't forgot about it. Mississippi State doesn't get as much respect when it comes to the Egg Bowl, but what they did to them last year, they earned some respect.
They embarrassed their in-state rivals, what Mississippi State did, and they've been shaking those cowbells all off-season long. You're going to hear them here again today.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. Let's take just a minute and talk about Mississippi State. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. That's reeled in. It's Williams. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now, when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
And the Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The offense changing the play. Just keeps slinging it. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, he just stopped running.
They can
Glad how
use
fast
this
it.
first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Rebels offense will try to get something started with their first possession. they want to run it left here. Finding an escape route. Turning it on. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Now that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Nah, fucking CPU speed boost bullshit.
And he does a really nice job finding open space.
Could not do anything.
Making a good gain before the stop is made. The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass.
What is going on? That's man coverage.
And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
Man, this guy is
man coverage, bro.
Tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making
Tight end
plays
beating
like
a
this.
fucking safety at 30 yards.
The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Grabbed in the middle, it's Glover. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the golden egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline.
The CPU is such a fucking cheater, dog.
He's at the 40. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard
God,
line.
CPU is such a fucking cheater.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Back to pass on second down. Completes it in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's complete to the left. Brought down right at the 10, and this defense keeps him away from the first down line. But will they go for it on fourth down? While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.
They're going to go for it.
And the Rebels will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. 4th down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big 4th down.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end.
Oh, you sorry motherfucker. You sorry motherfucker, bro.
So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench. Fumbles in the end zone to lose it. Legs being hiked. Coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much.
Breaks into the open. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll start this drive going to the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Could have blocked somebody. Motherfucker down.
The 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Still on his feet. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Trying to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week.
Dropped it, he dropped it! He dropped it, you...
Sometimes as a quarterback when you're...
Oh my God!
You just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Flicks it out of the air. The receiver
We're going for it, that's for sure.
To the sticks, it'll be 4th down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. Trying to pound it in.
Wow.
He's not gonna get there. Stop short.
Wow.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation.
Look at this bullshit. Look at this bullshit.
Makes it past the marker. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
Yeah, and when you're backed up coming out, you got to get that 1st down. You got to get a little bit of yards. You don't want to punt out of your own end zone. Nice job feeding the rock, handing it off, and getting a big gain.
Yeah, but conversely, David, doesn't someone on defense have to make a play? I mean, you know you had this golden opportunity now to at least get a stop, force a punt, and give your offense the ball back, maybe at midfield. Just a poor job defensively of fitting that run and making tackles.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets open down the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Over the middle. It's high. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back.
Yo, the CPU, like, bro, every one of their running backs are Barry Sanders.
Makes the stop. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week.
Every one of their running backs is Barry Sanders.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the grab at the 10. Makes a move. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Pressure coming. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. Catch in the middle. It's Evans. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Glover. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. He's got the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion.
How many fucking times are they going to do that one game?
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball.
Damn, man.
He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Touchdown, Mississippi State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, so much to break down from a spirited start to this Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Mississippi State and Ole Miss plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. Bringing it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Can't get him to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a young.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession.
A drag right in front of my face, wide open.
A lot of times, that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Coleman Hope. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Finds us back in the middle. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Recovered by the defense.
Collier having the game of his life, bro. 3 sacks and a fumble recovery for a touchdown.
Takes matters into its own hands.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. To the air on first down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Oh, he's got a chance. Got enough for the first. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
But dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback? When I could send
I knew better. Saw that defensive set and still
the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. And here comes the offense on second down. The short hand to Totem. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short.
That's eventually going to happen. Just press man covered blitz on every play. That's going to happen eventually.
That is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
Man, I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Croman home. Snagged in the middle, it's Glover. All the way out to the 37-yard line, it's a gain of 15. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rush is on him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. It's a fake he wants to throw.
Oh no, I'm too...
And it's caught.
Oh, I have to be on the fucking hash. I have to be on the hash.
Loves a fake punt until it doesn't work. And how about the defense? Great job being aware, not falling asleep. That's what happens. A lot of times you fall asleep, you give up a big play, give up the first down. They were dialed in, they were ready, and they stopped the guy just short of the first down.
Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quick completion on the out route. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash.
Gotta go for it now.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, they'll throw for it.
Oh, come on.
And the 1st down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Touchdown, Rebels! A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field.
Y'all are some sickos watching a CPU game at 12:30 in the morning.
To the air, it's Coleman Hope. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. The short hands, it's Winston. And they're able to get him on the ground.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
What is this defense?
Looking for the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him...
Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Mississippi State going up-tempo. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah,
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Mississippi State! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. They've got a fever, and what they want is more cowbell, and they are getting it as the Bulldogs stretch the lead.
Hail State, explosive plays all over the field, David. They are running away with this thing.
And I guarantee you all the Ole Miss fans are saying, get those cowbells out of my face, because they are excited and they've got
There's no cowbells allowed in Vaught Hemingway.
Ole Miss ready to
So
send
they're
the
definitely not
offense
saying
onto the
that,
field.
Mr. David Pollock.
He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking to throw on first down.
Oh, that's on me.
Find some fresh air. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, a great job on the QB, finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down.
Oh.
Speeding down the left side.
Wow. Okay, whatever. Whatever.
From the defense, and they couldn't catch him. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope.
Oh, that's not great.
Fires one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on second down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Tight end now in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. We assume he's going to punt it this time. He did complete a pass earlier. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. From the gun, again, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, you want to see him finish
Good.
strong.
Fire it.
The coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems...
Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll give it to the back. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team? Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. On fourth down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. First
Should have
down,
just
still on his
man blitzed and just lived with the results.
Stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking to throw on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down.
I mean, we're in press man coverage. How do you get an RPO off against press man?
Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the right. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
It's only his second pick of the year.
Got room on the return. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Starting to feel a little pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Got rid of it in a hurry.
People love to talk about the play being so damn good, but it only works the first time you run it. Every single time, the second time you run it, every single time, the fucking defensive end reads it.
Like he did right there.
Quarterback making adjustments. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down.
Kelly, goddamn, catch the ball.
Going for a big play on first down.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. He wants a big play here late. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a